Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Keshab is taking Sri Ramakrishna on a ride in a steamer on the Ganges, boat trip on Ganges for Sri Ramakrishna. We saw the explanation how the nature was presenting herself and people were interested, and the whole thing, how it was welcoming the higher understanding of this world. The outer world appeared soft and serene. The heart of the Brahmos devotees were filled with peace. This is the situation when heart is filled with peace, the divinity can be perceived. If peace exists at different levels, heart is where the emotions are centered. The emotional seat is heart. Mind is of the thoughts. Body is of action. I can sit quietly, body is at peace, but mind may be wild. Heart can be wild. When the mind is wild, it is still external sheath pertaining to nature, Prakriti. When heart is wild, it is his own existence manifested, usually associated with love. I love someone and I am deceived, or I am not able to get fulfillment, or they have parted from me forever, then the commotion in the heart is unbearable. The commotion in mind pertains to bodily existence, which I am not. Suppose I sleep and enter into deep sleep, then I am dissociated with mind. When I enter into dream states after sleeping, I am dissociated from the body. But when I am there in the causal body, in the deep sleep also, my existence continues to exist, independent of body, independent of mind. Body-mind complex doesn't come into picture. If there is no peace at heart, it's very difficult. If peace is not there in mind, at the most, I can bring some Upanishadic statements, this, that, sing a song, or do something by which I dissociate myself or objectify the mind, separate manobuddhyankara chittani naham, shivom, shivom. Some way I can escape. If heart is at commotion, is not able to, it is not finding peace, then nothing is possible. I can never perceive, understand divinity if heart is. These people, now they are in such a state, their heart is at peace. Means they have been made ready to receive what Sri Ramakrishna wants to demonstrate. Sri Ramakrishna's life is a realm which humans cannot reach, normal humans. Lot of struggle to transcend each of the limitations and go beyond, especially the going beyond the nature we perceive. Then that realm which Mano Atita, Buddhi Atita, Indriya Atita, which cannot be perceived or received or known by any means. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasa. Mind trying to understand, speech cannot reach. They return back without seeing that what, receiving, understanding what it is. So, to that realm, Sri Ramakrishna wants to present that realm to the people. Look here, something I am going to demonstrate, show. And it is so natural and spontaneous in him, the state of samadhi. Every now and then, smallest suggestion, he enters into the ecstatic state of samadhi, bhava samadhi, in which he is totally lost in the object of contemplation or thought, to the extent that he is not aware of himself, his bodily existence or of this world. Object alone remains. Neither he is there nor the world. So that he wants, the nature has prepared to see what it is, which normally we people, I don't think we will get an opportunity in our life even once to see what is samadhi, let alone getting it for ourselves. We can't see even a person who is in samadhi sthiti. So such a thing is going to happen. It's a part of the divine Leela. Sri Ramakrishna was in his room talking with Vijay and Harlal. Some disciples of Keshab entered. Going before the master, they said to him, "Sir, the steamer has arrived. Keshab Babu has asked us to take you there." A small boat was to carry his master to the steamer. No sooner did he get into the boat than he lost the outer consciousness in samadhi. Vijay was with him. He loses the external consciousness. See, can we imagine in thought of the divine or any other thought, even of the world, even of the enjoyments, is there a chance in our life that we lose the external consciousness in thought of anything, even the objects of enjoyment? Can we lose our external awareness? No. To that extent, we are not able to hold on to anything, whether it is world or God. Because we are not trained ourselves to hold on to anything or give ourselves entirely, unconditionally, anywhere, in any work, in any act, in any enjoyment. We have not been able to give ourselves totally that I am not there. I am losing external consciousness. That is happening to Sri Ramakrishna spontaneously. Just like we walk, we talk, we move, he loses his external consciousness. He has already lost the external consciousness. Vijay was with him. M was among the passengers. The author who's writing this, M, among the passengers. As the boat came alongside the steamer, all rushed to the railings to have a view of Sri Ramakrishna. They have been informed, most of them have seen Sri Ramakrishna already. Many times they have see anything, small things like a beautiful singer, a fine singer, who can capture our mind, who can make us lose ourselves in some thought. If he comes, if we hear he has come, how we rush to see small things. So, or some person who can influence so many people. If we hear of his coming, how we rush to see him. Like that. They have heard, many of them seen, again and again they long to see. Oh, last time such a thing happened, another time such a thing happened. This time what is going to, are we going to witness? So all are anxiously seeing the Sri Ramakrishna. We were almost in high school days. I was studying in high school, maybe 8th or 9th. Then in Bangalore, I was born and brought up in Bangalore. So in Bangalore, in one of the temples, the Karaga procession takes place. And a Karaga pot will be there, pot filled with, a pitcher filled with water, and we can say kalasha. And that kalasha has to be taken on the head, and the Karaga who bears it starts running. Whole night he will be running. Wherever he runs, people will run behind, and there will be 4 armed people belonging to that tradition, and if that falls, they are going to cut his head. With sword they will be running behind him. He will be almost unconscious like. And the pot is, he will be doing fasting, this, that for many days earlier. I am not exactly aware of what exactly they do, but we had heard that pot will climb and sit on his head by itself. He will just go down and sit, and to see that scene. Lakhs of people crowd. And some flowers they will start throwing when he is running. And flowers, 4 or 5 flowers of jasmine will cost about 5 rupees, 2 rupees, 3 rupees. But people buy that and throw on that. And they, to witness that, Kalasha climbing his head, and he is immediately running. He will be not equipped. His hands are free, he is not holding the pot. He starts running whole night, from gully to gully. Again by morning, he will be back to the temple. So to see that, how people will be crowding, and whole possible streets where he would run, all the streets will be filled with people. From the balcony, from the top of the houses, here, there, they'll be standing, and something unusual, something special. Sri Ramakrishna's visit is like that. Each time something new, each time something exciting. Nowadays we see cricket match, this, that and all, football matches, how people what's going to happen, waiting anxiously and witnessing. No sooner did it get into the boat, lost outer consciousness. M was among the passengers. As the boat came alongside the steamer, all rushed to the railing to have a view of Sri Ramakrishna. Keshab became anxious to get him safely on the board. With great difficulty, Master was brought back to consciousness of the world and taken to a cabin in the steamer. Still in an abstracted mood, he walked mechanically, leaning on the devotee for support. He'll be the awareness from the transcendental realm. He is seeing something beyond. This is real for us. When we climb, when we enter into a higher level of consciousness, which is more real than this. Just like what is the difference between a dream while asleep and when we wake up? This we consider as more real than the dream. We have experienced the dream, and when we wake up it is not there. Dream world never existed, even while I was experiencing, and I have experienced it. Can I tell it is false or lie? No, I cannot say, because I have experienced myself the dream. So scriptures call it pratibhasika satya. We are moving from lower truth to higher truth. We pass through, commonly all humans, we pass through 3 levels of consciousness: Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. Deep sleep, dream state, and waking. So waking is Jagrat, dream and deep sleep, Swapna, Sushupti. When we are passing through these 3 states of existence or levels of consciousness, when we, each level of consciousness, I am manifesting more and more consciousness, more and more reality I am seeing, different levels of reality. When I wake up, I immediately understand, oh, that world never existed, it's a play of mind. And we come to this. And again we sleep back and enter the sleep. Though we know, we enter into it and experience a dream. When we come to the waking state, through sadhana, when we go to the higher level of consciousness, more real than this world, then we'll understand the world in which I was there, I was experienced, that world also was real, unreal. It was not real, it was false. When I wake up to higher levels of consciousness, I understand. What is the difference between my waking state and superconscious state? I am entering higher level of consciousness. When I come back to the waking state, I will no more see the world that I was seeing. I was seeing a world which my software has converted and given a version of this world. Lives after lives I have lived in this world with so many tendencies and acquired one software. This is God. God. I am seeing God, the divine, and my software is converting that vision. My 5 senses are grasping, and the software is converting and showing a world. My world is different from your world. Another person's world he is seeing is entirely different. Each one sees according to his own vasana, his own tendencies, his own experiences. And that world, a child sees his own world, a old man sees his own world. A realized soul sees his own world. Each one has an ego, and ego has acquired a tendency, and it is converting what it sees into a version of this world, when we go to the superconscious state, then we will understand the world that I was seeing till now was real. But the scene we never understand to be, we never think or we understand, realize that it is not there or unreal. Something is real, I am seeing something else. This is called delusion. I was deluded and I was seeing. Just like at night I go out and see a tree stump and think some policeman is standing there or a ghost is standing there. And I get frightened. That is delusion. It was only a stump of a tree, cut tree. It was neither police nor ghost. So I was seeing something else in some. This is delusion. So when this happens, we are seeing a world which is not there. This story of mine, this I was seeing. When I go to higher levels of consciousness and come back, I will see the real one. Never again I will see a world which I was seeing. I never call my mother a mother, nor father a father, or a brother or brother. I never call any object as mine. I never call my body as myself. All this transformation take, I see a higher reality. When I wake up from dream to waking state, I go back to the dream state. But when I go from the waking state to superconscious state, I no more see the false world that I was seeing. I see everything is divine. All jivas are divine. This every object in this is divine. Divine was appearing to me as something else because of my inner thing which was converting and giving a version of this world. So this, when Sri Ramakrishna witnesses that transcendental and he comes back, that state is still lingering in him. Suppose he sees now water or something and reminds him of Yamuna, Krishna's Yamuna, and he is in Krishna consciousness. He thinks, oh, this was how Yamuna was there, and he has lost his external consciousness in thought of Krishna. Krishna is to play in Yamuna, and that has thrown him into an ecstatic state where he is no more aware. And that state of Krishna's playing in Yamuna is still lingering in his mind. And anything connected with the divine is eternal. The story continues forever. I may remember something of the past of mine. It is no more there. It is. I was in school days, what happened? It is no more there. Never I see it again. But anything connected with the divine of the transcendental realm remains forever as real. It never gets erased. You can see, participate in it newly and newly happening, you can see. Suppose Krishna Leela. You will see Krishna Leela going on, you are there participating in it. Because anything connected with the divine is eternal. Anything connected with human and this world that we see, each one of us see, is unreal. Sri Ramakrishna is still continues to linger in that state, and he is with staggering foot. He is dragging his body mechanically. With great difficulty, the master was brought back to consciousness of the world and taken to a cabin in the steamer. One cabin. In steamers there will be many cabins. where people can go and relax. Even they can sit and talk. Halls will be there. These are big steamers. Still in an abstracted mood, he walked mechanically, leaning on a devotee for support. Keshab, see, imagine that devotee, when Sri Ramakrishna is in transcendental state, he himself is such a pure personality, and God himself in human form, and some person to be able to give support to him, what must be the degree of purity he has to manifest, that devotee. Ordinary people with a life, impure life, we cannot think or imagine of giving a support. Sri Ramakrishna could not bear touch of a person who is leading a illegitimate life. So such a purity. Anybody earning by telling a lie, he was not able to touch that object which he buys with that money. So that he is in transcendental state and somebody is supporting him. Taken to cabin. Still, Keshab and others bowed down before him, but he was not aware of them. He is not aware. He is still, that state is lingering and he is moving. Somebody is bowing down, he is not able to see. He is not able to perceive, record, understand. Inside the cabin, there were few chairs and a table. He was made to sit one of the chairs. Keshab and Vijay occupying two others. Some devotees were also seated, most of them on the floor, while many others had to stand outside. Means so many people have gathered, and most of them, except for a few handful, others are devotees of Brahmo Samaj. They peered eagerly through the door and windows. What is happening inside? The Leela is going on, and they cannot enter, but they cannot stand outside also. Simple. Just put on a window, don't peep here. The tendency is always to peep inside. While going people, in our school, the exhibition was there, in very long back, 1960s. And one window we had put, don't peep here. Somehow or the children passing, the moment they see, they want to see what is inside. Just, and people, tall people have no problem. They need not peep. Others have problem. They have to take support of somebody else, climb his shoulders and peep inside. But this is a tendency to see what's happening inside, what is there. Nothing was there. Except bored, don't peep inside. To see how the mind reacts to those things. So here, something actually going on. And they know something is going on which they will never be able to see anywhere in the world. So they are peeping and seeing. Through the door and window, Sri Ramakrishna again went into deep samadhi and became totally unconscious of the outer world. He is not aware of the external world at all. Oh. शांति 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 हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।